Welcome back to another episode of PTV. I'm Riley Breton.
And I'm Hannah Sato. The Phillipsburg journalism program not only works hard to create the Panther Paws and the yearbook, but they also compete against other schools.
Mrs. Sides and her students recently traveled to Hayes for a regional journalism contest. Layla Karim brings us that report.
The publication classes traveled to Hayes and put their writing skills to test when they entered in a regional journalism competition.
All the publications class get to go up to Hayes and compete in the regional contest, and we're in the 3A, 4A division, so the top 6 placers go on to state at Lawrence later on. This year for contest, I did yearbook advertising and theme and development. I think my ad went pretty good, and Maddie and I teamed up to do the theme and development. It was a little hard at first because we couldn't decide on what to go with, but at the end it turned out well.
I'm competing in news writing. They give you a story and then you take out information out of it and write your own story. They give you a bunch of information. You have to pick the good parts of the story because they kind of give you bad information and good information.
It was okay, other than the fact that most people finished really early and I was still drawing. That's editorial cartoon. And then she said we only have 30 minutes left. And so I don't think my picture looked like it was supposed to.
I am worried about the time probably that we get, because we get about an hour and a half, but I want to have time to really go over my story and practice it and then write it out fully.
Some of the contests were different this year, so I think it was a little different adjusting to them, but overall I think we did well.
I hope I make it to state, so I'm pretty excited and just competing and being here and getting to hang out with all my friends is pretty fun.
I like getting to hang out with everybody the whole day, and they had some nice massage chairs there that I got to sit in and drink my Starbucks.
The results of the competition come out March 14th. State qualifiers will be announced in the next episode. For PTV, this is Layla Karim.
Good reading skills are an important part of education. At the elementary school, teachers are helping students increase those skills while also having fun at the same time.
Let's take a look.
To encourage the love of reading, the elementary school takes a break from their normal routine to participate in an AR Challenge Day.
We're doing an AR challenge, an AR reading challenge that we're doing today.
I'm getting read to because we are going to try to reach 2,000 books read by the end of the day.
We just got done reading to 2nd grade, and then some older kids are going to be coming downstairs to read to us.
Middle school students read to students, and teachers dressed up as book characters to make the day even more special.
We've done this the last couple of years, and I've kind of been in charge of it. We challenged the kids to pass 2,000 quizzes in a day. Last year I think we passed 1,900, so we kind of upped it a little bit this year.
Principal Crystal Lauren thinks the challenge day is a good change of pace.
To kind of get back into the love of reading, you know. A lot of times we are just full speed ahead with everything going on in a day, and I think it was just nice to take the day and just let kids enjoy reading and enjoy their classmates.
And who doesn't love playing on inflatables?
That was their reward for meeting their goal. The top readers, we had 2 overall readers, Leighton Johnson and Kenton Mace. They're both in 4th grade, and they both read 50 books.
I read books before this happened, and I wrote them down on a log, and then I took the AR test on the AR challenge today.
Well, I pretty much just wrote down books and took a lot of tests yesterday. I read to other kids. I got read to, and I read to myself.
Congratulations to the elementary students for reaching their goal. For PTV, this is Shylin Bannister.
Not only are the younger students having fun with reading, but they will also have a chance to meet an author.
Jennifer Dismang, the author of the Harry Hornecker series, comes to Phillipsburg to visit with elementary and middle school students. Then at 6 o'clock at the public library, she'll also be presenting to the public. We'll bring you more about that in our next episode.
Sounds fun. Speaking of visitors to our school, Dr. Randy Watson, the Kansas Commissioner of Education, visited our school district last week. Tia Cunningham has this report.
Hi. Well, howdy. How are you? Commissioner Randy Watson visits Phillipsburg High in order to get a glimpse of our education and to ensure that our Kansas schools continue in their success.
Commissioner of Education is hired by the State Board of Education, and my job is to represent them and help provide them recommendations on curriculum, standards, accreditation of schools, and licensure of teachers. Well, we're in the top 10 on almost any measure and the top 5 on most measures. In fact, with students with disabilities, we rank number 2 in the nation in graduation rate. So we do extremely well. But the state board's issued a challenge that we're even going to be better. We're going to be best in the world. And we're seeing some of that here at Phillipsburg High School. You know, some really great programming going on. And we need to see the type of things that are going on here across the state.
By awarding the grade school in Lindsey Johnson with a challenge award for math, Mr. Watson makes his trip to the elementary school a special one.
I was at the elementary school this morning where we issued a challenge award to them with Dina Horst, a state board member, and great opportunity for me to be here at the high school. And I was just telling on my tour, it truly is a remarkable school. We really want to help every student reach their full success, and we're committed to that every day.
Reporting for PTV, this is Taya Cunningham.
Mrs. Weisar, our facts teacher, is reviving the FCCLA organization. Let's take a look at what they're doing.
FCCLA stands for Family, Career, Community Leaders of America.
The FCCLA is the only in-school student organization with family as its central focus.
FCCLA came about several years ago in the mid-1900s. It started as FHA, which was Future Homemakers of America, and it has evolved over time. And so some of those people who are maybe parent age of students that we have here at school perhaps belong to FHA back when they were in school, and now it's FCCLA.
I like FCCLA because it helps you get involved with the community. It helps you be prepared for when you're on your own, interact with others. It's a great way to learn speaking skills and just everyday skills that you need in life. Some of our members helped at the Panther Classic in the hospitality room, and we also had a couple help at the Quail Forever banquet with the Smith Center FCCLA. And we have a couple ideas coming up that we want to help the elderly clean up their yards for spring cleanup, and also make May baskets for businesses around town to help get sponsorships.
For PTV, this is Alyssa Fawcett.
So Hannah, do you celebrate St. Patrick's Day in Japan?
Not really.
Well, then these next clips might really confuse you.
Good day to you. I'm Leper Kenny.
And I'm Leprechauna. St. Patty's Day is coming, and we're going to have some leprechaun fun.
Yeah, the kids are always trying to steal our Lucky Charms, so we're going to play a little prank on them today. Follow us. It's like Def Leppard. It's like pour some sugar on me, like that. There you go. Now use your milk. That's good in the high. Yeah, that's 150 calories right there. That's definitely a 3/4 cup. If you got a fax lady, she can tell you. Yeah, there you go, Mr. Fiskus.
Oh, you got the best ball.
Oh, you got the crumbs. That's our new song. We're going off by Def Leppard. Pour some sugar on me. Oh, hi, ladies. Good day to you. You want some Lucky Charms? What, thanks. I'm Leper Kenny. That's Leprechauna. Yeah, have some Lucky Charms. Yeah, there you go. There you go. We surprised them all today, didn't we, Leprechauna?
That we did.
All right, let's get out of here before they take our pot of gold.
We will bring you some more of their mischief later in the show, so keep watching.
If you're looking for some green to wear, you just might find some at the new Shopko opening soon.
Alicia Hernandez brings us that report.
Final preparations are being made as Shopko plans on opening their doors soon.
I'm Bob Mackey. I am the new store manager here at Shopko in Phillipsburg. Shopko is a good old-fashioned town store. We're a department store, a full department store, not a discount store.
Shopko will employ approximately 30 people. Some of those workers are PHS students.
So far it's going pretty well. We've just been stacking things on the shelves and backstocking whatever's left over. It was really difficult at first, learning how to read planograms and stuff. I had to ask for help a lot at first, but now I know what I'm doing. I enjoy it a little bit. Sometimes it gets really tiring when you're there from 8 in the morning till 6 o'clock. Your feet get really tired, but it's worth it because you get paid.
Shopko will open for business on March 13th, but will have their grand opening on March 25th.
We'll have refreshments, and then we'll open the door to people for 9 o'clock, and at that time, first 100 people will get a gift card, and then we'll also have other gift cards from big screen TVs to lots of other stuff.
For Shopko, bringing a personal small town feel to the store is important.
I think everybody's going to be excited when you come in, and we've also personalized it. When people come in, they'll notice just from even the outside of the building, you'll see Shopko of Phillipsburg, and on the inside we have the population. Small town, we like to bring it that way.
I like Shopko because I like how we have the Nike and Adidas items, and it's name brand things, and we can have that in a small town, which we usually have to order online, or we have to travel an hour north and south just to get these items. And so I think it's nice how we have all these things just here in town.
For PTV, this is Alicia Hernandez.
I usually just like a green shirt. I don't go all out. For real? How much green do you actually wear? You don't know? Green!
For our sports update, we go to Tanner Cole.
Thanks, Hannah. The winter sports season has come to a close. Savannah Ewing has the report on how the wrestlers finished up their season.
The Phillipsburg wrestling team headed to Beloit for regionals and competed well with 3 boys qualifying for state.
Personally, I thought we had the toughest regional, so I thought that we could go for anywhere from having nobody qualify all the way to having about 5 or 6. So I'm going to say I'm pleased where we were, and I'm pleased with what the guys did at regionals and even this weekend. This year we had 3 wrestlers qualified: Josh at 126, Zach at 138, and Donovan at heavyweight.
Have you ever wondered what it feels like to qualify for state wrestling?
I don't know. I was just happy to make it to state finally after 4 years.
I was pretty excited. It's kind of surreal. I mean, I haven't been to this since sophomore year because I got hurt my junior year. It was awesome. I was pretty happy. I was kind of disappointed for my teammates who really worked hard this year that didn't make it. I think they really worked, and they had a great chance, and hopefully the guys that come back next year will be able to go.
I thought that I was going into state at a good spot to possibly place.
State wrestling brings these wrestlers different feelings than any other tournament.
The nerves are insane. Like, my first match, I felt like I wasn't even in my own body. I was so nervous. And then my second match, I just kind of, I don't know, I just didn't wrestle very smart at the end, and I don't know.
I think my experience went pretty well. I was slightly disappointed that I got hurt, but other than that, I'm pretty proud that I made it to state to begin with, and not much else I could ask for.
It was a good experience, wrestling some better people.
It's pretty awesome to be able to go to state. It's kind of disappointing not to place, but just to have the chance. I mean, out of 5,000 wrestlers, there's about 900 of us that are at a state tournament, and a lot of those are seniors, so I'm one of few at least.
Sure, they're going to say they were a little disappointed. I thought they fought every match. They dug deep, and we wrestled till there was no time on the clock.
For PTV, this is Savannah Ewing.
For the last regular season games for our basketball teams, I traveled to Stockton to bring the report on how PHS did. Here's that report. On February 23rd, the Phillipsburg Panthers had a good game in Stockton.
We came to Stockton, played a really tough opponent. It was a league game, and we came out victorious. It was a great game to watch from a person in the stands. From their standpoint, it was back and forth, but our girls finally got a lead and kept the lead throughout the fourth quarter.
The girls had plenty of good moments.
Some highlights would be like Caitlin hit me a lot. When I flashed down low, she hit me a lot. And then Hannah Hoover had a great three-pointer that we really needed.
I think some of our highlights was we got the ball into our post really well and we executed our plays.
The girls ended up winning 58-53.
I'm just very pleased. Like I said, we'll take a win when we can get one, and it was a team win. A lot of girls came in, played some really good minutes. We hit some key free throws at the end to ice it, and hopefully we can build on this momentum headed into sub-state.
The boys had an interesting game in Stockton. They finished the first quarter behind 3-6, but managed to pull ahead at the end of the second thanks to Trey Sides. The Panthers managed to keep their lead at the end of the third quarter. Wanting to keep the lead, Trey Thompson stalls through 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Chris Van Kooten scoops up the loose ball and heads down court to find Trey Sides for 2 points. The Panthers win 37-28. Earlier this week, our boys ended their season with a tough loss against Ellsworth on Monday. And on Tuesday, our girls ended their season despite a good fight they put up against Beloit. That's it for our sports update. Now back to Hannah and Riley.
Thanks, Tanner. Savannah and Oriana are back with a look at what treasures teachers are keeping at school. Let's take a look.
We showed you what junk students had in their trunks and what was lurking in their lockers. Now it's time to turn the tables and see what wacky or tacky things teachers are keeping at school.
Let's get to it.
This is my favorite. Eric Whitmer got this for the golf team. Got 3 or 4 of these, put on clubs.
And we got some boas, very stylistic, necessary tool and performance, especially for the ladies.
A cue ball. An iPod from probably before you guys were born.
Okay, let's see. Most of the stuff that's in here is still here from Mrs. Constable, but I do have my handy dandy nail kit, which has some lotion, some clippers, some tweezers, some nail glue, a Tide to Go for some spills that may happen.
Some throwback robes here. I don't know, these are probably from the dinosaur age, I imagine.
Medicine dropper. Marshmallows that are actually like little pebbles now. Got some cereal. Right, I'm gonna keep cereal in the cupboard.
Old laptop computer. It's really light. It's heavy.
Umbrellas, canes.
Sunglasses left from the color run.
Okay, the Black Panther wants to see what's in my desk here. There's my old calculator I had in high school and it still works.
Here, just don't really use much except for gum, place money in Staples. All the candy that Joe Mason leaves at night I don't like goes right there and usually pass out to students.
Of course, hats, different occasions.
And here we got all sorts of stuff. Gum, manicure kit, lighter, matches, razor blades, you know, normal desk stuff.
There might be some mints. I don't know how long these have been here. Some lip gloss that I'm not sure who that belongs to.
Liquid nails. Every teacher needs that.
Kids give me a hard time about half a stick of bubble gum. I only eat a half at a time.
And I think these might be NFL championship trophies. I'm not sure, but we have a few of these in here too.
Some flash drives that are not mine.
I guess that's about all. Bye-bye.
Now you know what wacky or tacky things teachers are keeping in their desks. You'll never know what kind of surprise we'll have for you next. For PTV, this is Savannah Ewing.
I think stress is getting to our teachers. They've been saying some weird things.
Here's this episode's fun feature.
No, I will not pursue you, but if you don't, I will look for you. Bye.
You know I love you, but it's not enough to give you the grade of an A.
His bones are... Wait, have I told you about what happened to my gerbil?
So I'll move Swiss over here.
Yeah, you are really funny.
Get the free education.
Pass. I'm open.
There's a penny over there. Whoa, where'd it go? I thought that shampooing the cat would allow Stuart to be a little more handsome.
In our last episode, we invited you to post tweets about PTV using the hashtag PantherTV.
Roxanne Bartels at Rox Bartels says, always look forward to the newest episode of PTV. Shout out to the students at PHS for a great job. Thanks, Mrs. Bartels.
Maggie Momber says, In a nutshell, talking to Mrs. Pocketbear, where did you get those bookshelves? Oh, that's the library.
Yes, Ellie, we do still have a library in this school. And congratulations, Maggie. You win a PTV t-shirt.
Tweet about today's episode using hashtag PantherTV and you could hear your tweets on air or win a free shirt.
That wraps up another episode of PTV. I'm Riley Breton.
And I'm Hannah Sato.
Stay classy, Phillipsburg High.